Welcome back. We're catching all the Pokemon. We need to catch a Pidove on this route.
And I still exist.
Ben is still real.
Yeah.
For now.
We looked up on Bulbapedia, and the only... Okay, technically there are Audinos that could be caught, but those are everywhere, so we're not going to worry about them. So the only thing left to catch on this route is a... Well, I say Pidove. You say Pidove because you're, you know...
Stupid.
Intellectually inferior.
Well, there's also, like, surfing and fishing Pokemon.
Yeah, but...
we can't do those yet.
Yeah.
I assume you come back to a lot of places, because Route 1 had, like, a ton of fishing and surfing Pokemon, but...
Yeah, you just gotta come back later.
Yep.
You're fucked.
Fucked, bro.
Wait, why are you leaving? You gotta catch a Pidove.
They can get it up here.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose.
I suppose.
If you really want to.
God damn it.
I hate Padre. Okay. In the car today, or yesterday, you said that you hate Drudigon. Because he looks like a Digimon. And I don't disagree. I don't hate Drudigon, but I definitely don't think it's a great design. Something is really weird to me about Patrat.
I like Patrat because it makes sense. Like, it's a kind of like a...
It's not that it doesn't feel like a Pokemon, but something is off about it. Like, I feel like it was designed specifically to be off-putting, which is not something that I feel about other Pokemon designs.
Well, because, like, with meerkats, they're known for their attentiveness. Like, they're known for the fact that they pop out and, like, look all over the place.
Yeah, but they're not known for having crazy eyes.
I think that's cool, though. I like that interpretation of what a meerkat is.
You know?
That it's like this incredibly militant Pokemon that's constantly on the lookout for danger, you know? Whoa! Critical hit!
I don't dislike it, but it does feel very weird.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
The fact that, like... This Pokemon is a totally normal, mundane creature with horrifying crazy eyes that do crazy things, but like hypnotize you.
I mean, even in Gen 1, there's a lot of Pokemon that have, like, a set personality where it's like...
But what is the...
You know...
I don't know if I would call that personality. I'm not even specifically against it. I'm conflicted. Here I am, struggling through, like, my deep inner conflict about how I feel about Patrat. As a design and as a concept.
It's a lot better than Drudigon.
Drudigon is dull and just sort of kind of meh. Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. But the new dragon type, I'd mentioned this too. The new dragon type in Alola is this awesome little, like, black and white dude, but with this big yellow,
there
like,
it is.
It's this big yellow, like, heart-shaped shield on its head, and its special abilities are, like, shield related, and I think it's really cool looking.
I just realized.
Yeah.
I actually caught Munna after the gym battle, so I can use that in the next gym too. I need to get that thing out of the fucking daycare.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, actually, Munna is gonna be... Well, it's not a Nuzlocke, so who gives a fuck? But Munna is going to be disadvantaged because both of Lenora's Pokemon have dark attacks.
Oh, yeah, and it's weak to that, right? But I don't have a limit on how many Pokemon I can bring.
So you might as well bring her.
My only rule is that if I use a Pokemon in a gym battle, I can't use it again. In that like, if I lose the gym battle, I have to come back with a different set of Pokemon. And if I lose all of the Pokemon that I can use in the gym battle, then I lose the run, which I've already done once.
That is okay. So basically, that's almost like every gym battle is all or nothing. Well, not quite, but like almost.
It's like if I somehow caught like 9 Pokemon between one gym and the next, and I went in there with 4 and they all died, and then I could go in with the other 5.
Yeah.
But if I lost with those, then I lose.
But on this route, you're gonna catch like 4.
Yeah. So
maybe you should only bring in 2.
I mean, I might as well bring them all, because what's the last one gonna do if I can only bring in that one?
I guess that's true. Okay. So yeah. So I guess you might as well bring in Munna. Oh, but yeah.
I mean, that additional rule will probably rarely be of any consequence in this run. Like, it will probably not. Oh my god! I just thought of a loophole that totally makes sense.
Go on. Tell me.
So okay, a lot of people were arguing.
This Pidove's name is Kaon.
Kaon. Okay.
Wait, is that terrible? That's kind of terrible.
I thought Noine, because I see the Noine box over there, and that seems like a name.
I think they're both equally bad, so whatever.
Well, I asked people to, like, there's like people have a list of names for me to use that I asked for in one episode.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like going to look at it.
I like your sort of just whatever you see. Wait, Madlax.
Madlax.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see Madlax is the name.
Of course.
Yes.
All caps. Madlax.
Madlax. Okay. I just want to say that Lenora's signature move is Retaliate, which is like super non-threatening because what Retaliate does is on the turn after a Pokemon faints, Retaliate does double the damage. But she only has 2 Pokemon, so only on exactly 1 turn in the gym battle will Retaliate be a threat. And who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever.
Oh god, I don't remember what I was gonna say before we were naming it. What was I saying right before that? Oh, my loophole that I thought of.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a lot of people were telling me that like the problem with my whole idea of like abandoning, like I can't use a Pokemon in the next gym, is that I have to evolve all these Pokemon, and like some of them have 2 evolutions, like Nijimaru.
You don't have to. I mean, you could always put it off for later, right?
Yeah, but what if I considered the evolution to be the catching of another Pokemon? Because in terms of the Pokedex, that's the case.
I mean, it's your game. You can make whatever you can delineate the rules however you choose.
What do you think that rule sounds interesting to you, or do you think that sounds like bullshit?
I think that sounds like bullshit. I like the idea of using native Pokemon like around every region for.
All right,
the
we're
gym
gonna
battle.
stick to the original plan then.
Okay,
right.
yeah. I mean, I do think it's a shame that the evolved forms of previous Pokemon aren't going to get to see play. But on the other hand, there's a thing called there's a variant of the Nuzlocke called like an N Nuzlocke, because whenever you fight N, he only has Pokemon from around the region where you fight him.
Someone mentioned this to me in the comments that like my run was practically an N run, and I'd never heard of it before.
Yeah. It's just that because whenever you fight N, he is on like a quest to liberate Pokemon, so all the Pokemon that he has are from the region where you encounter him. So I like the idea of using the recently caught Pokemon from the surrounding areas like to take on the local gym. I think that's more interesting.
I think so too. And like the thing about, because the reason I'm so interested in doing a catch 'em all run is because I did it in Pokemon Y, and like it kind of requires you to be like super cutthroat, because like you only have so much experience to go around. There's only so many gym leaders, and like, or gym not even gym leaders, Pokemon battles. And like
you can fight wild Pokemon.
Yeah, but that takes so much longer.
All right, yeah.
And like
it's
there's
not, yeah, all right.
like in Pokemon Y, I had to catch fucking 450 Pokemon. So
did you actually do it? Did you? Catch
I caught them all.
That is a lot of Pokemon.
And like so like every time a Pokemon evolved, it was immediately out of the party because there was something else that needed to be trained, in order to level them up. So like I was just constantly cycling out Pokemon, except for I had like one super strong guy. And like so towards the end of the game, it was just I would go into the Pokemon League with just like 5 Pokemon who are like level 1 who need to be evolved, and then my Garchomp who's like level 99. And so I'd go into the Pokemon League.
Garchomp is the like shark looking, the blue
the land
one.
shark.
Yeah.
I had a like level 99
Ground
Garchomp,
Dragon, yeah.
and I would go into the Pokemon League and like have Garchomp fight every single opponent
just to level him up.
Yeah, just to level up all the other Pokemon.
Oh, with the experience share.
That or just like throwing them out and then changing them out immediately, because Garchomp was so fucking over leveled that he could defeat the whole Elite Four no problem.
Yeah.
So like. And that was like, I mean, Pokemon Y is ridiculous because there's so many Pokemon that it's like, it's completely unreasonable to try to catch them all. In this game, there's not that many, so like, I could do it a lot more naturally without having so much grind like there was in Y.
Yeah.
But that's just like, in order to, like, if you want to catch every Pokemon and not have to grind for like hours, then you really need to switch them out as soon as they evolve.
This is a thing that the more I play, alright, because like, I drew Brunswick, right? Based on a previous Pokemon game that I had played. And I did not play that much Pokemon after that. And then, I started my Nuzlocke series, and that was me getting back into Pokemon as a franchise. And the more I have gotten back into it, the more I have appreciated about it. And one of the things that I really appreciate about Pokemon is the myriad ways that they give you to avoid grind. Like,
Yeah.
they give you the experience share, and they give you, and the big fucking thing is they give you Audino training. Like, if you know how to find Audinos, you like can train like risk free, and it just goes so much faster. It is just a beautiful thing.
See, the thing about Pokemon Y is that they kind of like, they tried to do that, but they fucked it up. Because there's this place called the Battle Chateau.
I have not played X or Y, so.
Yeah, in Pokemon Y, like, shortly after, like, the second or third gym...
Let me just pour myself another Franzia Sunset Blush.
Shortly after, like, the third gym, or second gym, there's a place called the Battle Chateau. And when you go in there, like, you fight a bunch of trainers. It's just a place that's an endless supply of trainers, basically. Like, there's always like 6 or 7 trainers in there, and you can walk in and just fight them all. And every time you come in, then it like resets, so you can keep fighting them over and over again, and it's a great way to grind. So the thing about the Battle Chateau is that, like, as you beat enemies, you gain like this currency that's unique to the chateau.
Is it BP?
Something like that. You gain a currency unique to the place, and then you spend it there, and like you buy these letters of challenge. And if you buy a red letter of challenge, then it raises the level of the chateau by 10 levels. And if you buy a blue letter of challenge,
you gotta hit the there we go.
If you buy a blue letter of challenge, it lowers the overall level by 10 levels.
I see.
And like throughout the game, based on like how many badges you have, it like increases the level of the chateau as a whole. The problem is that while you can raise the level of the chateau, it doesn't raise every trainer's level. So, like, no matter what, even if you, like, send the letter of challenge and you're on, like, the last gym, like, a couple of them will be, like, level 55, but then some of them will still be, like, level 20. And those guys offer you next to no experience. So you can go through all the trouble of, like, doing the letter of challenge, going in, beating everybody, and there's only one gym, like in the gym leaders will fight you there, like, sometimes, like, depending on how your level is.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, you'll fight a gym leader, and that will give you a decent amount of experience, but then everyone else you fight doesn't give you shit. So, like, it should be a great way to grind, but because it's so fucking confusing, and, like, even the letter of challenge stuff doesn't work, like, how you expect it to. It's always weird. It never quite works like it says it's going to. So, like, you basically go in there to grind, but because it's so inconsistent and you don't know which battles are worth fighting and which ones aren't, then sometimes you'll start a battle with someone who's, like, level 20, and you don't know before you start. Like, you have to challenge them, and then you find out what level they're at, and you're like, oh, this battle's worthless. So you spend fucking 5 minutes fighting someone who's offering you nothing, in the effort of leveling up your Pokemon. So, like, it's a great idea, but executed horribly.
But if they're really weak, can't you just, like, mop the floor with them and be done with them in, like, a minute?
Yeah, but you don't gain any experience that way.
Yeah, but if they're weak, you just plow through them and whatever. Next challenger.
Here's my next biggest problem with all the Pokemon games, is the amount of text. Where every time your Pokemon gains a level, there's like 3 text boxes, and you can't just like click right through them. They have to like go in order with the music and everything. If a Pokemon wants to learn a new move, then you have to go through like all the, are you sure you want to gain this move?
I want Evangelion to beat this Blitzel.
Okay,
I want this for him.
I have a lot. Not gonna work.
I have this idiot is using Tail Whip like a fucking nerd. We can beat him.
I don't know.
Just fucking spam quick attack. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god!
Shit. Oh god, one of the oh my god. Did you understand? Alright, this guy used Tail Whip at the first turn of the battle. That's when you're supposed to use it. This guy is doing it exactly right. Holy shit. This guy's next level. This Blitzel is just a next level man. Alright.
Evangelion's not fighting that thing.
Anyway, Digi, I would like to empathize with you, but I strongly believe that we're all on the spectrum, and being on the spectrum as I am, I distinctly lack empathy. So it's hard for me to appreciate your struggles, but on a vaguely intellectual level, I can acknowledge them, and I'll drink to them.
I promise you that if you had spent probably over 100 hours in the Battle Chateau like I had, you would be as frustrated as I am right now.
I probably just wouldn't have spent that much time in the Battle Chateau.
It's the only way you're gonna catch all the Pokemon.
Wait, how does it help you catch Pokemon? I'm sorry, I'm unclear on this
Because
point.
to catch every Pokemon, you have to evolve every Pokemon.
Oh, right.
So, like, most of what...
Fucking nuts. Audino train. Just Audino train.
The majority of the process of catching every Pokemon is 2 things. And Audino training's not in X and Y as far as I know.
That I don't believe that.
I don't even think Audino's
I'm skeptical of that. Okay, there's no way that they took out the rustling grass mechanic between Black and White and X and Y. It has to be there somewhere, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I mean, if it is, I didn't know.
I mean, I don't know. There's got to be some rough equivalent.
It could be.
One of the things that pisses me off most is that they took out the walking Pokemon, where like you can let one of your Pokemon walk behind you. That is one example of a feature that was in one game and then just completely absent from a future game, and one that I really appreciated and liked, and that it makes me sad that has been removed.
I totally forgot I was going to withdraw
Munna,
but then what do I guess I should evolve a Pokemon and then replace it. In fact, I should be focusing on evolving Steely Dan because he only has one evolution. So if
but what level does he evolve at? Like 15, 16?
Probably
20?
higher than that. What's his actual name? What's the Pokemon?
Patrat.
Because like if I know when he evolves,
Wait. Oh, it's right at the top. 20.
Okay, so if I evolve him, I can take him out of my party completely because he only has one evolution, and I think, well, so does him. But all right, when does he evolve? When does
him?
Pansear?
Firestone.
Oh, well then, he shouldn't even be in my party at all. I'm just gonna take him out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll replace him with Munna because with if he's a Firestone evolution, he's fucking worthless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, deposit. Fuck you, Pansear. You are not worth. Your fire attack is so fucking useless that it is not really worth having.
I'm sure he'll get a better one. I'm sure he'll get red.
Oh, I need to
red. I'm sure he'll get Red Miles eventually.
That's a Homestuck?
Yeah. I was waiting for the recognition to come there.
But what was it?
That's when it's the thing that comes out of the Queen's ring. Diamond's Droog uses it later. It like puts out those red like vines and it just like lays waste to everything. He like destroys all of Durst with it.
I remember that happening, but I don't like remember the. Okay, so Purloin only has one evolution at 20.
Yes.
Right. And then I've got, what's the other level? Okay, so he's at 20. She's at 20. He's got 3 evolutions. He's got 3 evolutions. When does what's the zebra's name?
Zebstrike. Well, no, Blitzel.
Blitzel is at 27, so we'll have him for a while.
Oh my god, yeah. But he's good though. He's good.
So we need to worry about getting rid of Odds and getting rid of Steely Dan. Those two need to be evolved.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you're gonna use Evangelion. You can't use Evangelion past this gym.
Right.
So he's not gonna evolve before you use him.
Maybe, but I mean,
what the next gym is not level 27. The next gym is like 18.
Yeah, that's true. But I definitely want to I need to make room in my party so that I can level up Munna and get rid of that. And use it in the next gym. Because Munna's needed for the next gym, as well as...
No, Munna's going to be terrible in the next gym. They've all got dark attacks. I'm telling you, man.
This whole run is so stupidly thought out.
That's okay though. You know, that's just part of the challenge. Is the terrible concept going into it.
The logic of it just doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't care. It's just an N Nuzlocke without the Nuzlocke part, and I'm fine with that.
It's the weirdest N. Nuzlocke
although frankly, like watching you evolve all the Pokemon would be really tedious.
Well, originally this is supposed to be a highly edited Nuzlocke, but because we haven't shut up, then there's nothing to edit out. So
yes.
It's just gonna be people watching me train for episodes.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I don't think people like expect from the Digibros channel that they're going to like watch a series. It's usually a podcast.
You might have to do some of that evolving like off camera.
Yeah, probably. That will probably happen. I mean, I want to say, how long did it take me to get all the Pokemon in Pokemon Y? I want to say it was like 200 hours.
The only risk of permadeath is in gym battles, right? That is the only like high stakes.
Right.
Battle time.
And I've already lost the whole game once.
Right, but that was just practice. That was just whatever.
What does the tech do? Ooh, it's fighting.
Oh, God.
Does it do anything good though?
I forget what the tech does. I think it
Can I click on it and it tells me like what button?
Yeah, click it. Enables. Oh, it's basically
attack.
just protect.
Okay. Should I have him learn it?
Well, what has he got? Odor Sleuth? I mean, you're never going to use Odor Sleuth. Oh, no,
He
he's
doesn't. Leer, Bide.
got... oh, God, all these suck.
Let's just replace Leer.
They're all equally
Leer.
bad.
I will definitely not use Leer. Not that I'll ever use this.
I don't think you're going to ever use Detect, but
No.
whatever. Just teach him... God, I hope you get the TM for return soon.
Ooh, Pokeball.
Pokeballs
Antidote.
lying in my belt.
Draped
Through the cloth of Brunswick's pelt, I'll conquer all that's in my path. My genocide, I'll feel my wrath. Nuzlocke. Echo.
Oh, they're introducing the
dark grass.
All right. So there is stuff I can catch in this path in the dark grass. New stuff.
I mean, it's probably just the same stuff, but like more evolved.
Right.
So
Hold on, let me look at.
you might want to check Bulbapedia to see what's in the dark grass around Route. Is this still Route 3?
Yeah, we're still on Route 3.
Okay.
All right, dark grass on Route 3 has it's all the same stuff. Just slightly higher.
Just higher level. Okay, yeah, fuck it. In a Nuzlocke, one of my commenters pointed out to me that dark grass is actually a huge asset in a Nuzlocke because you can have a double battle, and that gives you two choices for which one to catch.
Oh, really? You can have double battles with wild Pokemon?
Yeah. In a dark grass, you can have double battles, and if your first encounter is a double battle, that means you've got two picks of like which one you want.
Whoa, I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit, man.
You can, well, I mean, have you seen I think it's episode 3 of my Nuzlocke where I have a fucking double battle and it goes horribly awry and I fucking lose one of my most precious assets?
I don't remember. It took a few episodes before I was really paying attention to your Nuzlocke, honestly.
I agree that it becomes more engaging as it goes on.
I think it's just because you were talking like very slow and quietly, and it made it hard to pay attention to.
The early episodes, I am just kind of like just talking and talking and talking. It's only after maybe like 3 or 4 episodes that I start to like actually cut out significant periods of silence and just sort of hone in on like the important moments.
Right. I remember thinking that there were parts that like it seemed like you thought it was going to be important, but then it turned out not to be, but then you left it in anyways. So that was kind of like...
I don't necessarily disagree with that. It is less tightly edited at the beginning.
But there was definitely like one particular episode where I suddenly was like invested, and I was like, okay, this has gotten good.
Do you remember which one? Do you remember what
it had to be 4 or 5. I don't know why. It just like you started off with lots of energy, and that just got my attention in one of them. Like, it seemed like you had gotten invested at that point, like, because you cared about your Pokemon now, and it was like, it had gotten real, you know? Did that do a lot of damage? Was that all one attack?
I forget.
Switching him out again.
No, fight him. No, you can kill him. You can get him when... Dude, he's psychic type. Use a... Wait, you don't have a dark attack. Use quick attack him. You can get him. You can get him.
Barely did shit last time.
Just shoot him. Just pull out your gun.
Look, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, wow. That was pathetic.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Fucking Blitzel sucks ass.
No, Blitzel's... He's got potential, okay? He's got potential.
He needs any moves, but he has none.
He'll get him. No, don't switch. You're gonna cost him experience. Ah!
He has to go. He's gonna die.
Who cares if he dies?
He won't get experience if he dies. It'll cost him more experience. Oh my god!
And you think Odds isn't
all
gonna die?
All my Pokemon suck!
Oh my god, Odds doesn't even have any dark type moves. What a piece of shit. God, fucking Purloin is like my least favorite Pokemon.
She's pretty
Oh my
shit.
god, she fucking died.
She is garbage.
Dark type.
I wish this was a Nuzlocke so I could throw her away.
One of the one of the Elite Four in, I don't know if it's in Black, but in Black and White 2, one of the Elite Four uses a Liepard, and I'm just like, why? Why the fuck would you use a Liepard? I hate them. I hate their entire family.
It's pretty worthless.
Oh my god. Andrew WK, this guy, Piplup? No, Pitilil. No, Pupple. Yeah, Pupple. Pupple is my favorite Pokemon. No, Pupple is actually really great.
He's not called Pupple.
Yes, he's called Pupple.
There's no way he's called Pupple.
Puppler. Yeah,
No!
go Pupler!
No!
Shoot him! Go Pupler! Use return! Oh man, no. Fuck, what's his name?
I'm going into the Pokedex.
I had Crack. Crack the
Okay, here we go.
Pib. Crack the Mr.
Lillipup.
Lillipup. Yeah, Crack the Lillipup was like, he was like my most faithful companion. He was the rock on which my entire party was built.
I've got 8 Pokemon. I've seen 13. I've seen a lot. I've seen it all.
Well, no, you haven't. You've seen 13. That's not a lot. Shut up, stupid.
Next time on DGV catches them all in Pokemon.
Yeah.
I might catch another Pokemon.
Woo!